Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here we go.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape. With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Jordan Brooks with it, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready, set.
Second and 10.
10. Ready?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing. Love. On the slant, it's Fant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Ready, ready.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And Young's throw there incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. When you look at this defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Off the play fake, Young. And he is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him first and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Needle blue. Set, cut.
Young now. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Young's pass. Intercepted.
Down.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Following the interception, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Loves this throw finds Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 10-0 the score after 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Green jack. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Pause red.
Again, it's Love. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, right.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Love now. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Cut, cut.
Off the play fake, Love. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Ready.
4 yards.
Fight, fight.
Tokyo. First down.
Love, they go play action now. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. It can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from that ditch so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw, Young. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And his throw is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces.
And my goodness, another interception. Escapes the defender. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, Love setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Wizards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
10 cycles.
10 yards on the pickup.
Second down, back to Sanders. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Flush to his right. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Young to throw it. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Ready.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Blaster, six.
Young will set to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jonathan Mingo.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bisons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Amari Barno.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Got it. Striker, 3-3. Slide 2. Ready, set.
Throwing, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Young.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And now here is another interception.
Picked by Julian Love. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. But from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Marty, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Running right, here's Sanders. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw, Young. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That throw by Young incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They go play action. Young. Dancing to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Running left is Walker. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On the counter, it's Walker. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
97. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. This is the tight end fan. And brought down, but able to get him to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want...
He's got him in. Complete. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Wizards are able to widen their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's Young off play action. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. Young to throw it. And Shark calls it in. Finding room at midfield. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Bisons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And cycle.
The Young's going to throw for this. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3 quarters in the books.
On the set.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down. Love. Pressure comes and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Okay.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Blue strike.
Love from the gun. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
1st down, Bison.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. McPherson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the double.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. The Love's throw into the hands of Lockett. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good old steam going.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. Trying the left side with Walker. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Green Jack. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready, ready.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. Young now. He'll find Everett there, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Young. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Hey, go Fury. Ready?
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Down the sideline he goes. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Star Bisons 38, Wizards 31.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he's all the way in for a touchdown. I don't see any flags, Charles. And in the final stages, the return touchdown has him an extra point away from tying this up.
You're exactly right. The field is clean. It's going to count. Again, open partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Young to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for